What's going on, everybody? As one of the few people that actually puts out Void Linux content specifically on YouTube, I get a lot of questions when people watch my videos. A lot of people are interested in trying Void Linux. They get it installed and everything, but then they run into an issue with audio. That's one of the biggest concerns I see. I can't say I know what they're feeling because, honestly, not to sound arrogant or toot my own horn, but I never had issues with audio on Void. Everything always just worked. I installed Pulse Audio. I'd get it up and going. Everything just worked. So what issues they're having, I don't know. What's going on in their system, I don't know. But I figured I would take a few minutes here to actually make a video and show you the steps that I took and the programs I installed to get Pipewire working. Now, I know I was just talking about Pulse Audio and I just said Pipewire, but I did switch from Pulse Audio to Pipewire because I do have a Hyperland set up on here as well. And I do like to have audio when I'm in Hyperland. So I switched from Pulse Audio to Pipewire, not because there's anything wrong with Pulse Audio or because Pipewire is better. It might be, it might not be. I don't know. I don't care. I just want something that works. And this is how I got Pipewire to work. So let's go ahead and launch a terminal here. We're going to clear the screen and zoom in. And you're going to want to go ahead and make sure your system is updated. You always want to do that when you're starting to do something just because it's just a good idea. Some people will tell you, oh, you don't need to update your system all the time. You can end up with a broken system and blah, blah, blah. And yes, that is true. You can end up with a broken system. I'm getting off on a side note here. I don't need to discuss this. You know what? If you want to update your system first. If you don't, you don't necessarily have to. I always just, when I'm starting something, I update my system, make sure everything's good to go, and then I go from there. So once we know our system's good to go, it's in the state we want it at, we need to do a sudo xvps -install -s, and we're going to do Pipewire. We're going to do Pipewire-devel. We're going to do also Pipewire, and we are going to do Wire Plumber. So you're going to need to install Pipewire, Pipewire-devel, also Pipewire, and Wire Plumber. I have them installed, so when I hit enter, it's just going to run through and sync and then tell me they're all installed, but we're going to go ahead and hit enter. Blah, 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 syncing everything, yada, yada, yada. Oh, package is already installed. So I have them installed. The next thing we need to do is, let's go ahead and clear the screen. Next thing we need to do is we need to make a directory. So we're going to do mk-p, because this is going to be a full path, and we're going to do etc, maybe, etc also, and then conf.d. So that is going to create the directory etc/alsa/conf.d. So I've already got that made, so we are not going to do that myself. So let's go ahead and clear the screen. If I cd into etc alsa and then confd, you can see that I do have that directory right here. If I do an ls, you can see I've got a couple things in here. We're going to cover that in just a second. So let's go ahead and cd back home. And what we need to do now is we need to do a couple links. So we are going to do sudo ln-s, and we're going to say user, and we're going to say share also. And once we do also, we're going to say also, oops, not caps, also, what was it? Also.conf.d. Yeah, and then I believe it's 50-pipewire.conf. So, oops, that shouldn't be a space there. So we're gonna link this directory right here, this file, this user share also.conf.d 50-pipewire.conf. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. So if I go ahead and launch my, I'm just gonna check real quick to make sure that that is the correct. So it's user share also.conf.d 50-pipewire.conf. Yeah, okay. So we want to go ahead and link that, and we want to link it to that directory we just created. So we're going to do etc, we're going to do also, and we're going to do conf.d. So this directory we created right here, we're going to link this file right here to that directory. I've already got it linked, so I'm not going to hit enter. But once we do that one, we are then going to do the other directory that was, or that other file that was in here, which is that 99-pipewire-default.conf. So we are going to now do, come in here, we're going to do 99 -pipewire default.conf, I think was it. Yeah, 99 Pipewire default conf. Yeah, okay, so sorry. So you're going to do a link on this file now as well. The user share alsa.conf.d 99-pipewire-default.conf, and we are going to link that to the same directory, that etc/alsa/conf.d. So once we get those things linked, let's go ahead and clear the screen. Once we get those things linked, the next thing we're going to need to do is we are going to need to edit a file here. So we are going to cd into our etc. Once we get to ECC, we are going to go into Pulse and hit enter. If we do an ls, you can see we've got client.conf. We are going to run a sudo -e to edit this file since it is in our root directory, and we are going to do client.conf. Now I'm not going to change it because I've already changed it, but we're going to come down here, we're going to look for this line that says autospawn equals no. When you first see this, it is going to be commented, and it is might, I'm not positive, I can't remember, I think mine might have already said no, but it might say yes. What you want to do is you want to change that yes to no, and you want to come over here and uncomment that. And then we're going to go ahead and write. We're going to say yes. We're going to quit. So now we have installed what we need to install. We have linked the files we need to link, and we have edited the client.conf in our etc/pulse directory. Now the only thing left to do is to actually run Pipewire from whatever window manager you are actually doing. So if I cd home and I cd into xmonad, because that is the window manager I'm running right here, I cd into xmonad and I vim into xmonad.hs and hit enter, and I go down to autostart. You can see right here now I run spawn once Pipewire, spawn once Pipewire-pulse, and spawn once wire plumber. Now, if you're running, say like sway or something like that, I believe the command you're going to run to autostart is exec Pipewire. If we actually quit out of here and I cd into hyper and I go into my hyperland.conf, you can see when I come down here, the way I had to run it was exec once user bin Pipewire, exec once user bin wire plumber, exec once Pipewire pulse, and I have exec once Pipewire here, even though I have user bin Pipewire here. I don't know why I did that, but I don't think I needed all those. Maybe I did. But anyway, you just go into the auto start section of whatever window manager you're running, and you actually just fire off however it is you start services or start auto start stuff on that window manager. So that's basically it. That is all I did to actually get Pipewire up and going on my system. It works. I have audio controls and everything based on one thing. So if we go back over here and we hit enter, clear the screen, one thing you want to check once you do that is if you run the Pactal info, you should see server name right here. It'll say Pulse Audio still, but it says on Pipewire 1.0.1. So once you get it up and running, so once you reboot or reload your configuration file and it starts up your auto start and starts up Pipewire and everything, you should be able to type in Pactal info and get this information right here. I'm going to show you a couple other things I have installed on my system still. So if I do a VPM, actually we won't run the VPM command. We will do sudo xbps-query. And we're going to give it the -v and the -s flags, and we are going to look at Pulse Audio, maybe, if I could spell it right. And you can see it's still got lib Pulse Audio installed. I don't know if that's a remnant from when I used Pulse Audio or not. I haven't gotten around to uninstalling it. PA applet is basically just a applet up here for Pulse Audio, so that has nothing to do with it. PA mixer you can still use even with Pipewire, because I can run PA mixer and I can say --get volume, and it'll show me my volume. I can control it by doing the set volume command. I can do all that. So PA mixer allows me to set up key bindings to allow me to control Pipewire as well. And then I have Pavu control, which is basically the GUI version of your volume and audio control. So if we go to workspace 3 here and I open my menu here and let's do Pavu control. You can see this is Pavu Control right here. It shows you everything that's going on in your system, and you can configure your audio and stuff like that. So I do still have that installed. And Pulse Audio Utils, again, I don't know if that's something that it was installed with Pulse Audio. I don't believe I needed it for Pipewire to work. If you have issues with Pipewire working, you can try installing those two things and see if it changes. But I haven't tried to uninstall them to see if it borks my system or not, just because, well, I'm lazy. But then if we also do a, let's do that sudo xbps query, and let's actually look at Pipewire. And you can see those are the Pipewire are also Pipewire, libpipewire, Pipewire, Pipewire Devel, and Wire Plumber. So this will get installed when you install all the other stuff. But I believe, yeah, it should. If not, you can try and install libpipewire as well. It's been a while since I actually installed it, and I was just trying to remember going through this all the steps, so hopefully I remember those all correctly. I do believe that is everything I did to actually get Pipewire up and running on my Void system. It works on every window manager I have. It starts up, and I have audio on everything. Like I said, this is what you want to do in the file system. You want to auto start Pipewire and Wire Plumber, however you auto start stuff in whatever window manager you're using, and it should work for you just fine out of the box, just like that. So hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully this gets some more people actually on the road to checking out Void. If this helps you overcome the hurdle of audio issues, if that was the issue you were having with Void and what's keeping you away from it, I hope this actually helps you out and makes you really want to take a second look at Void, because I'm telling you, it is a great distribution. I can't say that enough. I thoroughly enjoy using it, and I hope that everybody gives it a try at least once. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Just enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless.